Good afternoon, gardeners. I am Papa Wayne's over there. So today we're going to be looking at raised beds and how to grow them. So here we're going to be starting with some mulch. As you can see, I accidentally stopped the video. I'm sorry for that. So here are what we're going to be using in this video. I don't really know what Papa Wayne's going to do, but we just scooped them and they're somewhere over there somewhere. So we're about to start on that and we'll be right back. Raised beds, here are some raised beds in this area. And here are some crates which you can use for raised beds. And yes, in case you were wondering, these are crates.
Okay, so we're back. And so Daniel was giving you a little update on some of the materials we use for our raised beds. So
here was the mulch I was talking about.
This is one of my larger raised beds. And this one is actually 4 feet in width and 8 feet long. And it's about 1.5 feet deep. So what I want to show you on this particular raised bed, let me get down here. When you're building your raised bed and you have it secured in place, again, this is perfect for growing a lot of vegetables, especially if you don't have a very large area for growing. But the preparation is the key for a longevity of sustaining your vegetables for a long period of time. So what I'm going to show you today is what you're looking at here is some all kinds of compost. It's mushroom compost. I have chicken manure, cow manure. I have organic materials, all different varieties of mostly organic fertilizer and soil in here.
The chicken manure was my chickens.
So, if you dig, I'm going to show you down in the bottom. We're going to dig today because it's pretty deep. I'm going to show you something here. Digging down in, see if we can get to the bottom. All right, now I can hear it.
We're almost there.
All right, you can hear that noise.
Sounds like rocks. I don't know if you can hear this. This phone has pretty bad audio. I want to get a microphone.
Yeah.
So subscribe if you want us to get a microphone.
So we're almost at the bottom, and I know it's difficult to see. All right, so what I want to show you here is when you have your raised bed, and before you set it over, you start filling it up with your garden materials. What I have done is on the bottom, I have it's a grass and yard barrier. You can buy that at most any hardware store, and you put it down along the bottom. Here, Daniel, I'm still talking. You put the barrier on the bottom and to keep the weeds from coming up into the raised bed. All right? Okay. So now, once you have the barrier in place, you need some way to drain the water. Otherwise, it'll be staying full of water and your plants would be overwatered and they won't be able to survive. So down in the bottom here where I'm digging, you can't see, but here you go. You can kind of see now down there if you look. There's these are small gravel, and I've got about a 6-inch base in the bottom. It's a gravel barrier. Again, it's about 4 to 6 inches deep, and that's good to keep when it rains and the water goes down to the bottom. It doesn't stay in your raised bed, and it'll drain out slowly and just give your plants enough moisture for growing. Now, once you have your gravel in place and you have your barrier, the next thing that I put in is peat moss. You can buy a bale of peat moss, again, at pretty much any supply store, feed and seed store.
So
But,
what is peat moss?
Peat moss it's a type of it almost looks like a grass, but it holds moisture. It's kind of spongy. I don't have any to show you here because it's already down in, of course, in here. But it's a type of natural material that if you've been out, I'll tell you what, if you've been out in the woods or hiking,
Yes,
and you
I
see
have.
rocks,
Yeah.
and you see that green
Moss.
moss,
Yeah.
that's moss, all right?
Yeah.
And the peat moss grows naturally. You can go up into the mountains or into the woods, and you can actually dig it out from the hills.
So,
But
so what?
yeah, go ahead.
So what's the difference in between peat moss and normal moss?
Well, the peat moss is the moss is kind of living, I guess you might say.
And peat moss is
And
like
it's dead.
dried out.
But it actually, again, it's spongy and it absorbs moisture. Again, that's a second barrier. First, you have your gravel, and then you put the peat moss on top of that, which again holds the moisture in, not too much, but enough to where your roots, once your plants are growing, the roots will come down into your into your garden fertilizer and your soil, and it'll go in, and the peat moss, on hot days where there's not a lot of rain, it will hold the moisture in for your plants to stay healthy. So again, I highly recommend peat moss. Even if you look in pots, this is a pot that I got up here. I put it in not only in my raised beds, but also in my pots when I plant my vegetables in there. So we have gravel, and we got peat moss, and now you're ready to put down some soil. Now you can put some good garden soil in. It doesn't have to be like the highest organic at this time, but you want a good, nice, rich garden soil, and you can get that again from a local mom and pop nursery, and they sell it. You may have to buy a cubic foot of it or even more, but you use the garden soil, and then once you've got your garden soil down, then you put down your organic fertilizer, like soil, organic, because in that it has the right components and type of material in the organic fertilizer to feed your plants. And one other thing I didn't mention that you can do, which I have done, and I failed to mention it here, but once you put your rocks down, it's also a good idea to put some rotten wood down. You can just fill it up, just get you some old rotten branches and logs and put those down as well, because they will decay over time, and that also makes your garden more fertilized.
Also, like for example, this.
And then your wood chips. Yeah. So we're going to do that right here, Daniel. Oh, so we got some wood chips here that we're going to put around. They're good to put around your plants for a good moisture barrier.
So what are these plants right here?
This is a Oriental eggplant. Ichabod, but this is a white version. Usually you'll see them, they're dark purple, like these over here. These two broad varieties. You got
This type?
Black Beauty, yeah, Black
And
Beauty,
this type.
and these are the white version. So you got white version, and then again the Black Beauty, or purplish version. So we're going to put some more mulch around these plants. You look over here, Daniel, you can see this nice pepper growing. This is a it's not a bell pepper. It's a Oh,
Jalapeno?
nope, it's
Cayenne?
uh,
Habanero.
nope, it's not even that. I can't think. I can't even think of the name of the own plant that I'm growing.